Hi, this is Dawn Marie, and today is day 6 of our 10 days of takeaways. And today my devotions are from Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6 opens with the words, "Be careful." And those words caught my attention. And I began to think about the things that I am careful about. For example, I'm careful when I'm driving to be aware of my surroundings and to anticipate what another driver might be doing because I want to reach my destination safely. I'm careful to look both ways when I cross the street. I thought about how I was careful when my children were newborns and were babies during bath time to be careful and to make sure that they were safe and secure when I was giving them their baths. And so I thought about how does that translate now to what Jesus is about to say in Matthew 6. Do I give the same care to whatever he's about to say that I give in these other areas of my life that matter to me? And Jesus goes on to say, be careful not to do your acts of righteousness before men to be seen by them. And he lists the acts of righteousness as praying, fasting, and giving. That I am not to have the motive of wanting to be seen by men and to get brownie points from people for the good things I do. So it's possible for me to do good things with wrong motives. And he says, be careful not to do that. And it doesn't mean that I can't pray in a corporate setting, because we see the examples where Jesus prayed within view of his disciples. We see the example where the early church came together to pray, and where Paul tells the churches, I'm praying for you. So it's not that prayer always has to be a secret and no one can see you praying or know that you're praying. Similarly with giving, we see in the early church where in front of each other they came to the apostles and brought their gifts, their giving. But the motive matters to God. Are you doing this just as a performance? And so I have to be careful, he says. And the fact that he tells me to be careful means that it's very possible for my motives to be off when I do good things. And what also stood out to me in Matthew 6 is that theme of the seen and the unseen, that I am to do these things that could be done in a very performance-oriented way, that my motive should be one where I'm interested in my Heavenly Father who is unseen, seeing what I do, and then he will reward me. And it says I'm to store up treasures in that unseen place where he is, and that he will provide in the natural realm what I need. And so there's so much in that chapter about the seen and the unseen. And am I swayed by the people I see or by my Heavenly Father who I cannot see? Are my motives about them or about him? And that makes me then think further about what are my motives for even serving people? Am I serving people for their sake, or am I serving people out of my devotion to my unseen Heavenly Father and out of wanting to please him? It then becomes an outpouring to others. So that's my takeaway today, that my motives matter to God, and that my motives are areas that I have to be careful about, and that if my motives are off, God says I will not reward that. And so that's how important it is. And so he tells me, be careful, be alert in this area. I hope you'll share the takeaway from your devotions today. God bless you. Bye-bye.